was riding down a dust-laced road. The wind was dry and mean. The sun bled red through smoking skies, a ghost in kerosene. I heard a voice behind the shade. It called me like a hymn. Said, son, you look like someone's sin. Why don't you let me in? He stepped out from the chapel's bones, where the preacher used to lie. No spurs or boots or Stetson brim, but a shine that caught the eye. A Bible in his left-hand grip, gold teeth and a crooked grin, a cigarette that smoked itself, and whiskey on his skin. The devil wears a suit and tie, not horns or cloven feet. He'll shake your hand with velvet words, then drag you through the heat. He don't come knocking with no chains, no fire in his eyes. He just smiles wide with blackened lips. The devil wears a suit and tie. He said, I hear you're tired of losing sleep and running low on love. You're burning candles end to end, and still you ain't stood up. But I got gold in every word and peace behind my name. Just sign a page and walk away, and I'll take all your pain. I laughed and spit in desert dirt, said I've danced with death before. I've heard your voice behind the rain and knocking on my door. But still his gaze, it didn't change, like mirrors never lie. And in his chest I swear I heard a church bell start to cry. The devil wears a suit and tie, stitched in the finest thread. He'll offer wine and lullabies, then leave you cold and bled. He don't write black upon a storm or scream across the sky. He'll sit real close and talk real slow. The devil wears a suit and tie. I've seen good men fall for nothing, and bad ones build a throne. Watch brothers turn to ashes and fathers die alone. There's evil in the open and worse behind a smile. And I've been staring in that mirror now for quite a long, long while. He tipped his hat and walked away, no fire on his trail. But something in the air turned still, like silence when it wails. Now every time the wind goes dry, I hear that velvet draw whispering, you've been wearing me, son, after all. The devil wears a suit and tie with a soul stitched underneath. He don't ride storms or drag a chain, he just waits for you to speak. No fangs or flames, just polished shoes and reasons you'll deny. wears a suit and tie. Midnight wind was howling low, the hounds were in the trees. The lantern swayed like hangman ropes and prayers fell to their knees. She walked the ridge in silence, no shadow at her side, and every man in town could feel the heat she left behind. They called her curse, they called her whore, they called her something foul, but none would dare to say a word when she would ride through town. She spoke to stars and crooked bones, red fire in the rain, and every widow's broken child would whisper out her name. Burn the witch, they cried out loud, drag her down where the damned ones drown. No one asks and no one pleads, just oil and wood and brimstone cream. Strike the match and close your eyes, let fire do what truth denies. The preacher clenched a Bible tight with whiskey on his breath. He kissed the cross, but truth be told, he feared her more than death. She knew the sins he buried deep, the girl behind his lies. And when he saw her face again, the sky turned black with flies. They built a stake beside the well with ropes and rusted nails. The sheriff's voice was thin with guilt, his verdict cold and pale. But when they lit the pyre high and flames began to rise, she laughed a sound so sharp and wild it cut through alibis. Burn the witch, the town obeys. They don't recall the price they'll pay. Her ashes rise, her curse is sown in every field and broken bone. Strike the match and close your eyes, let fire blind what fear defines. And long after the flames had died and smoke had kissed the moon, the crops grew black, the milk ran red, the river hummed a tune. No birds would sing, no bell would ring, and no child born alive. They say her curse still walks at dusk, and none who watch survived. Burn the witch, but not her name. It echoes through the drought and flame. You fed the fire with blood and blame. Now none can wash away the shame. Strike the match and hope it hides the witch that never really died. Out where the highway bleeds into the night, under the moon's cold onion wouldn't lie. Dust on my boots and a heart running thin. I'm chasing ghosts where the lost souls have been. The blacktop's my bed, the stars overhead. The graveyard for dreams, the highway is fed. Whiskey and wind are the only friends I keep. Sleeping on the blacktop where the silence runs deep. Sleeping on the blacktop, no roof over me. Just a sky full of darkness and a memory. Fading footprints in the gravel and rain. I'm a shadow that's lost, caught in the pain. A rattlesnake rattle breaks the still of the dawn. With nothing but scars and a heart made of stone. This desert's a judge, the night is my jury. Walking the line where the world turns blurry. The cold cuts deep like a rusted old blade. I'm a drifter, a ghost in a world that's decayed. No hand to hold, no place to call home. Sleeping on the blacktop forever alone. Sleeping on the blacktop, no roof over me. Just a sky full of darkness and a memory. Fading footprints in the gravel and rain. I'm a shadow that's lost, caught in the pain. Thunder rolls like a preacher's last call. Lightning strikes down on this broken old soul. I'm marked by the night, baptized in sin. A loner's tale where the cold winds begin. Boots on the gravel, dust in my lungs, carrying the weight of 1,000 unsung songs. The horizon's fire, but it's fading fast. A ghost of the future and a memory past. The blacktop's my cradle, the night's lullaby. Beneath the dark heavens I'll live and I'll die. No light but the stars, no rest but the pain. Sleeping on the blacktop, calling your name. Sleeping on the blacktop, no roof over me. Just a sky full of darkness and a memory. Fading footprints in the gravel and rain. I'm a shadow that's lost, caught in the pain. Sleeping on the blacktop, sleeping on the blacktop, where the lost souls wander and the night never stops. Barton Hollow whispers low beneath the pines, where shadows stretch like secrets buried in the pines. I hear your voice carried on the cold night air, a ghost that lingers in the whiskey's glare. The river runs black like the sins we've sown, a fractured heart turned to stone where love once burned. Now ashes fall, Barton Hollow's got me, chained and small. Oh, Barton Hollow, oh, won't you set me free? I'm caught in your darkness, lost in memory. These broken roads keep dragging me slow down to Barton Hollow where the lost souls go. The wind cuts sharp through the rattlesnake's cry, a lullaby for those who dared to try. We built our dreams on a shifting sand, now the night's a noose in this lonesome land. Your silhouette fades in the fire's glow, a bitter taste I'll never outgrow. The past is a shadow I can't outrun, Barton Hollow, where my heart came undone. These broken roads keep dragging me slow down to Barton Hollow where the lost souls go. Midnight tolls like a preacher's final breath, a requiem for love, a dance with death. The hollow's cold arms won't let me be, holding tight to what I'll never see. Cinders drift through the hollow's chill, a fading echo of a broken well. If I walk away, will the silence break, or will Barton Hollow swallow me whole heartache? No peace in the dark, no light in the pain, just the haunting sound of your name. Barton Hollow calls me home to wander lost and all alone. Oh, Barton Hollow, won't you set me free? I'm caught in your darkness, lost in memory. These broken roads keep dragging me slow down to Barton Hollow where the lost souls go. Barton Hollow, Barton Hollow, where the night never ends and the heartache flows. Dust rolls heavy on this cracked old road, a worn out soul with a heavy load. Sun sinks low in a blood-red sky, I'm just waiting round to die. Whiskey's warm but it don't heal, broken promise and a heart that won't feel. The night is cold and the wind is dry, I'm just waiting round to die. Waiting round to die with no place to go, a ghost in the dark where the lost winds blow. Every step's a fight but I don't even try, just waiting round to die. Boots on gravel stained and worn, a soul like mine's been beat and torn. No saving grace, no angels cry, just waiting round to die. The neon flickers in a lonely town, faces fade as the sun goes down. A one-way ticket with no goodbye, just waiting round to die. Waiting round to die with no place to go, a ghost in the dark where the lost winds blow. Every step's a fight but I don't even try, just waiting round to die. I got a past like a loaded gun and a future that's come and gone. The road's my home, the night's my friend, waiting round for the bitter end. Ashes fall like the tears I hide, no more running, no place to slide. The blacktop's cold, the sky is high, I'm just waiting round to die. Waiting round to die with no place to go, a ghost in the dark where the lost winds blow. Every step's a fight but I don't even try, just waiting round to die. on the canyon, dust in the air, steel on the saddle, cold as a prayer. We ride through silence, guns by our side, no names, no past, just the law we defy. Boots, heels echo in a ghost town wind, wolf behind us, fire within. Born of thunder, raised in sin, outlaws from the west, riding thin. Outlaws from the west, no home, no grace, just smoking lead in a godless place. With blood on our hands and fate in our chest, we ride as shadows. Outlaws from the west. Black sky breaking, storm rolling near, the sound of revenge, sharp and clear. We never begged, we never swore, just took what we could and asked no more. Buried brothers in the canyon floor, their names now whispers behind old saloon door. Justice don't shine, it stains like rust, and the road we ride turns men to dust. Outlaws from the west, no home, no grace, just smoking lead in a godless place. With blood on our hands and fate in our chest, we ride as shadows. Outlaws from the west. No preacher's book, no hangman's rope can break our will or bend our hope. We live in twilight, drawn and cold, chasing silver, running bold. The law rides hard, but we ride harder. Drifters born to be sons of slaughter. By dawn we're gone, just a trail and a name. Another town burns another stake in the game. Don't look for mercy, don't look for rest. We're carved into legends, outlaws from the west. Outlaws from the west, no home, no grace, just smoking lead in a godless place. With blood on our hands and fate in our chest, we ride as shadows. Outlaws from the west. Outlaws from the west. Riding straight through hell, never laying down to rest.
There's a noose in the wind and fire in the sky, riders on the ridge with justice in their eye. I ain't running fast, but I ain't standing still. I've seen what mercy cost, I've paid in blood and will. Boot tracks in the dust, truth buried deep, a secret kept where the dead men sleep. Don't ask where I came from, don't ask what I am, I'm just another name. Another guilty man. I'm a guilty man, walking slow, with a shadow long and nowhere to go. Crossed the line, broke the chain, wore the smoke, felt the flame. Guilty man, branded low, digging graves in the undertow. 12 steps behind, the law rides near, with a badge on his chest and death in his leer. I gave no plea, I spoke no lie, but the truth don't shine where the cold crows fly. A preacher once said the soul can bend, but mine snapped clean back in 39's end. Now every night's a reckoning call, and every dawn I brace to fall. I'm a guilty man, walking slow, with a shadow long and nowhere to go. Crossed the line, broke the chain, wore the smoke, felt the flame. Guilty man, branded low, digging graves in the undertow. They'll write my tale on a weathered stone, but leave out the part I walked alone. The sins they see, the crimes they shout, ain't half the things I dream about. If you hear a howl through the canyon's breath, that's not the wind, that's the sound of death. I ain't asking pity, I won't beg no prayer, just let me burn in the cold night air. No mourning bell, no weeping choir, just ashes falling from a funeral fire. I was born to fall and never stand, that's the mark of a guilty man. I'm a guilty man, walking slow, with a shadow long and nowhere to go. Crossed the line, broke the chain, wore the smoke, felt the flame. Guilty man, neath a blood-red glow, digging down where the dead men go. Guilty man, guilty man. Let the black earth take my hand.
The wind don't whisper, it howls like regret. I left a trail the storm won't forget. My boots are worn, my hands ain't clean, and I walk the line where no soul's seen. I bury the truth in a shallow grave, but the dirt don't care what you try to save. Now every footstep burns like flame, with a curse in my chest and blood on my name. Blood on my name and fire in my path. The law rides fast with a preacher's wrath. I ain't no sinner looking to be saved, just a man riding slow to the holy maid. Blood on my name, no one to blame, just steel and silence and the weight of shame. She cried in the doorway, torch in her hand, but I chose the dark, not the promised land. Now the moon don't shine the same on me, and the devil rides where I used to be. I hear the hounds, I feel their breath, closer each mile they're calling for death. No cross to carry, no soul to reclaim, only the gallows whispering blood on my name. Blood on my name and fire in my path. The law rides fast with a preacher's wrath. I ain't no sinner looking to be saved, just a man riding slow to the holy maid. Blood on my name, no one to blame, just steel and silence and the weight of shame. You don't wash sin with a prayer of stone, it clings like smoke to the skin and bone. So I ride through the dusk with my head hung low, a man marked deep by the seeds he sowed. One more sunrise I might not see, one more echo chasing me. If I meet my end with the devil's flame, let the last word read, blood on my name. Blood on my name, carved in the dust. No man I trust, no road but rust. I ain't looking back, I ain't begging grace. Just a ghost drifting through a godless place. Blood on my name, let the storm reclaim this soul gone hollow in a world of flame. Blood on my name, blood on my name, blood on my name.
I was born with a match in my hand, eyes like smoke, feet on burning land. Mama prayed, but the fire stayed, flickered in my chest, never did fade. The silence called and I obeyed, lit up the dark like judgment laid. I never meant to love the flame, but it sings to me soft and calls my name. Hush now, darling, close your eyes. Hear the sparks beneath the lies. Every sin I ever knew burns a little brighter when I think of you. So sleep to the sound of the wind and fire, the arsonist's lullaby, funeral choir. There's a church that weeps on the edge of town. Its bones all black, its steeple down. They asked to do such wicked things, but guilt don't show with a wedding ring. My hands are clean, my heart is not. Ashes bloom where love once fought. I gave my soul to feed the flame. Now every kiss still smells like blame. Hush now, darling, close your eyes. Hear the sparks beneath the lies. Every sin I ever knew burns a little brighter when I think of you. So sleep to the sound of the wind and fire, the arsonist's lullaby, funeral choir. Let the wind take the rest, let the night confess. I've danced with the smoke, I've kissed the unrest. I dream of the blaze of ruin and grace, and I never quite know if I'm cursed or just chaste. So if you smell the cinders cry, don't ask the who or wonder why. Just know I sang my love and flame and named the dark in your sweet name. Hush now, darling, close your eyes. Feel the heat where the silence lies. Every vow I ever knew cracked like the wood when it split in two. So sleep to the sound of the wind and fire, the arsonist's lullaby, heart's pyre. Lay you down in smoke and light. Dream of me in the burning night. The fire don't lie. It just says goodbye.
Go tell and Rhody, the old crows come, perched on the fence where the blood still runs. The wind won't blow, the sky won't cry, and silence grows where the bodies lie. She lit the lamp by the widow's pine, but no one's coming home this time. The well runs deep with what we've done. every debt still weighs a ton. Go tell Aunt Rhody the gray's been fed, the field is fallow, the sky burns red. No hymn will rise, no prayer will save, just bones and whispers from the grave. Go tell Aunt Rhody, let her know the harvest died and the cold winds blow. She'll find her kin by lantern light, buried beneath the devil's night. The preacher ran when the crows took flight, left his Bible in the frozen night. The bloodhound howls, the barn door creaks, and death walks soft on wooden creeks. We sold our sins, we reaped the cost, a haunted house where the name was lost. Now every echo through the trees sounds like chains and ghosted pleas. Go tell Aunt Rhody the gray's been fed, the field is fallow, the sky burns red. No hymn will rise, no prayer will save, just bones and whispers from the grave. Go tell Aunt Rhody, let her know the harvest died and the cold winds blow. She'll find her kin by lantern light, buried beneath the devil's night. Ash on the altar, smoke in the pew, wolves in the rafters and me with you. Don't ask forgiveness, don't seek the flame, the Lord ain't listening to our name. Go tell Aunt Rhody not to wait, the house is locked, the hour's late. The girl she loved won't walk that hill, the woods are quiet, the blood is still. Go tell Aunt Rhody the gray's been fed, the field is fallow, the sky burns red. No hymn will rise, no prayer will save, just bones and whispers from the grave. Go tell Aunt Rhody, let her weep, her lullabies can't reach the deep. The world went dark, the story's done, and the devil walks at break of sun.